I do want to talk about, like the routine that you set up, like where's he going to sleep? Where did he eat? Like exercise, things like that. Like how did you start to, put that into your routines as well? Because when you bring a dog into the home, it changes everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they should, you're here and they're here, but you have to provide for them. And he's a very active dog. Some dogs would just like to sleep on the couch all day or sleep on a dog bed all day, but Ace is a very different dog. So if you don't mind talking a little bit about that.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of crate, we have him crated right in front of our hallway. So as soon as you exit our room, you see him.
And he sleeps in there at night.
Yep. He
Yep.
sleeps in there. And then we open the door and he goes straight to the back door to go to the bathroom.
Do y'all have a dog door? I can't remember. You do, right?
We do on the screen, but not on the main door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have to like open up another for him to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he does have a door to come in and out, which is really nice.
Right.
And he loves it. So he can just come in and out when he pleases.
Okay.
And then we have the food bowl pretty close to the doggy door. So then he can just, after he eats, he can go do his business and he can come back in.
And he likes to lay outside, right, during the day? Because
he-
again, if
when
you
it's
work
sunny,
from
yeah.
home, it's different. Like the dog can go in and out, and you only have you only have Ace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Matt, what about you? And especially, and you don't have to go into detail about, the girls, but just, bringing a dog into a home. What is it that you like? What discussions maybe did you have with your girls? Like what, how did you prepare them to live with the dog, and what kind of sold you on our boy?
They're no stranger to dogs.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
but in this case, because he's an older dog, because he came from the foster situation. Thank you.
That's okay. We're going to edit everything.
Yeah.
You speak right into that microphone.
Yeah, because he came from a foster situation, we do the precautions of just being careful.
Sure.
Mainly in terms of like, don't scare him.
Yeah.
Right. Don't. You got to be careful playing with him.
And can I just stop you there? That's such an important point that you just shared. Can you go into that just a little bit? Like when you say don't scare him, what does that mean for younger people in a family? Like,
Well, I mean, I think it's like handling, like gentle handling.
that's right. If he's
Noises.
sleeping,
Yeah. Like I know a lot of like kids when they get a puppy or something, they're what, Elmira? Is that the cartoon character from? Okay, never mind.
I don't know.
Um,
I'm thinking Elvira now.
No.
No, okay.
It was a cartoon character who just loved animals and would like squeeze them to
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not let him go, and they're like,
death. Yeah,
let me go, I'm dying.
so it was like, yeah, none of that. It's like,
Okay.
like hugging him, laying with him,
Sure.
laying on top of him, pulling his ears, his tail, stuff like that.
So
It's like,
smart, right?
those are all things that he doesn't know us. We don't know him well enough.
That's right.
You can't treat him like that yet. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
But at some point, that does come if he's comfortable with it. And
I don't know. Do you think he's comfortable now?
oh yeah, he's very comfortable with it.
But you're so smart as like a dad and, as a mom, just to have those conversations again with your kids, because I don't know, how often it happens, but a dog comes into a home, a kid goes up, especially a dog is sleeping, wakes them up, startles them. The dog may do something, not meaning to, but just out of fear. And then the dog winds up being returned.
We try to have that rule in the house, like don't wake people when they're sleeping.
Yeah,
don't
good.
wake the dog when they're
I
sleeping.
like that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he needs his rest.
And how long would you say it took for like Ace and the girls to really form like a cohesive relationship, like where you trusted them with Ace and Ace with them? And if you had to put a time frame on that.
I think it was different for each of the girls.
Girls, okay.
Maybe in the order of like 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
For one, and then the other maybe closer to 6 months.
Okay. To be super comfortable and just.
Yeah, with my youngest, like he was not thrilled about her being so playful with him.
Sure.
And so that took some time, and it
Yeah.
took some scolding on like both parts.
Both parts.
Of like, you need to leave him alone. And
Right.
then there were times where like he growled at her.
Yeah.
And everybody like shut that down real quick.
And you have to. And I remember actually you guys reaching us out to, I think, me about that.
Yeah.
And we communicated. But listen, communication is key when you bring a dog into the home. A dog growling is not the end of the world. but it's about being a strong pack leader, correcting the behavior right away, and understanding what is the trigger prior to that behavior happening. Because if
Yeah.
you see the trigger and you know the dog is acting out of fear, insecurity, whatever's happening, then you can immediately start to correct that. And I'm all for it. So, like you said, correcting him and then also letting your daughter know, hey, if this is what Ace is doing when you do this, because sometimes like energy in kids can be stressful for dogs, or they want to give too much attention, like you were saying, and then dogs are like, yeah, it's making me feel a little uncomfortable. And dogs can't obviously verbally say, hey, back away. But I love the fact that you guys never gave up. You had those communications with your kids, you corrected him. You also gave him, and we can talk about like the amount of exercise that he needs. And then now, like everybody lives, like there's no issues, correct?
No, no,
Actually, at the Carson shelter, posted on the
Oh,
window,
hi, Yuki.
are
I
the
forgot you were down
333s.
there. Hello, my friend.
And in this podcast, you'll see a chart that I took a picture of at the shelter listing the 333s and explaining what that means.
Tell us, Yuki, one more brief
Off
time.
the top of my head, I can't exactly remember what the 333s specifically entails, but it's very important that anyone that does adopt a new dog, that they understand the 333, because what Camille and Matt are talking about are exactly what 333 are all about.
Yeah,
And they did a great job,
amazing
a
job.
wonderful job.
Yeah, we need
what
a
are these
zillion more.
333s?
It's 3 days, 3 weeks, and 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
3 days is like sometimes you won't even, I mean, you'll just let a dog kind of be in the environment, especially when they come out of I mean, Ace has got such an amazing personality. Even the fact that he was on the euthanasia list is kind of shocking to me because he's just such an easy go lucky. I mean, I know he's not a perfect dog and there are no perfect dogs, but it's like some dogs, like for the first 3 days, 3 weeks, what you just have to really let them start to feel comfortable in their new environment. And that's when it would be totally hands off. But again, like you guys were saying, great job on that. And I think it's important for people out there with kids to emulate what y'all did with your girls.
So what is that? 3 days to feel comfortable, 3 weeks to find a routine, and 3 months to feel at home.
Exactly. In a
Yeah,
nutshell.
something
Yeah.
close to that.
Yeah. Because like some people will want to bring dogs home and then it's like the first day, like your cartoon
Yeah.
character, hug and love and all that. And even though we want to give that love, especially when we know dogs have been in stressful, fearful, not great environments, but a lot of dogs can't take in that type of affection right away. It's overwhelming for them.
Mhm.
And again, like a growl or even like a little like showing of the teeth or whatever it is, it's like that dog is just saying to you, hey, like I'm not comfortable right now.